1, 2, 3. So, let's begin. What's your name?
My name is Oliver Fania.
Alright, Ali Fania. What's your racial background, Ali Fania?
I'm Persian.
Persian, alright. So, Ali, what do you think are the typical stereotypes about Persian people?
Well, I guess they're hairy, they're smelly, and they're so-called like terrorists after 9/11.
Alright, so about each of these three, let's start with Harry. How do you feel about when people call you Harry, Ali?
Well, I mean, of course, it doesn't feel good, but like, it's especially like affected me like when I was younger, like when I was in high school, and like I used to play soccer, so my the soccer shorts are pretty like short, and like your basically whole leg is showing, and my legs are like kind of hairy, like, but they people like mentioned that, but like the thing is like other people had hairy legs too, like my other friend, like he was white and he had hairy legs, but no one mentioned like he had a hairy leg, but just that mine stood out because I was Persian, and like that was kind of like the stereotype for Persians. So that kind of like affected my, I guess, my self-confidence back in the day, and like and also my social life in high school, and like I don't think about such a mediocre thing as my legs being hairy, and like eventually I got over it, and like I surpassed that, but like it's kind of like I'm gonna say stupid, like to think about such a small thing. So I guess that's how I got affected by it.
Alright, let's focus on the next one. How did you feel when people used to call you a smelly person?
Well, I guess smelly and like, I don't know, for some reason smelly and hairy gonna go together, and that again, I got that when I was playing soccer, and like I smelled, but like everybody smells when they work out, like it's just how your body works, and like but nobody mentioned that they were smelly, and like it just pointed out at me. Again, I guess like I was like the outcast. I was easy to pick on, and so they were like, okay, let's pick on this guy. He has nobody else like to back him up, because I was the only guy I was the only Persian guy in the soccer team, and again, that's my self-confidence, social life got affected by it.
Let's wrap this up. How did you feel about when people used to call you a terrorist, Ali?
Well, actually, the funny thing is, like, when I moved to America, like, 3 months later, 9/11 happened. I laughed back about it because, just moved down again. What are the chances that 9/11 happened to happen, like, at the same time? So I remember, like, I was in middle school, and then my teacher walked in, and she said something along those lines that the Twin Towers got destroyed, and they got, like, a plane crashed into them. At that time, English wasn't all, so I didn't really understand, and, like, I went up to her and, like, asked her about what is Twin Towers. I really don't know what it was, like what happened, like, and like she gave me like dirty, like as though like I should know what Twin Towers are. And I just moved to America, obviously, like I don't know everything about it, and I was like in 7th grade, and what kind of 12-year-old kid like knows about this stuff, like anyways, so she gave me the dirty look, and that kind of didn't make me feel good. And also, at the same time, my dad worked for this American company, and then we tried to get a green card through the company, but they fired her and my uncle. Were like nobody else got fired except those 2 Persian guys, and actually there was this other guy from Jordan. He got fired too. So a lot of people are just getting fired for no reason, just because of their racial background. So like at that time, like if like my dad couldn't find a job in California, we had to go back to Iran, and we took like spent so much money to come to America, which was all that money would have went to waste. And on top of that, my uncle that got fired, he was a hardworking person. He was on top of the line, and like the reason like that we came to America was because of my uncle's hard work. That his boss told him, like, if I grant you a wish, whatever you want, and he wished that me and my mom and my dad will come to America and get a green card through his company. So after them getting fired, him getting fired, I felt like it was unfair just because of a racial background.
Thank you.